Is it too late to get into helium? Is it too late to order a miner? I want to give my opinion on this and discuss this a little bit and go into why I think it possibly is too late to order a miner if you have not ordered one yet. This is my complete opinion. I know that there are a lot of people that are very passionate about helium, as am I. I spent a lot of a good portion of my free time in my life deploying these miners and optimizing these miners in multiple different sites. So I'm going to give you my opinion, and this is to people that, to community members, to my friends, to my family. I think it is too late to order a helium miner if you've not ordered one yet. And here is why I will give a single perspective. If you look here, there are 315,000 hotspots right now that have been deployed throughout the world and on the Helium network. Now, I see videos where you say, hey, they go in and they'll take you to Explore, and some of you are going into the Helium Explorer, and you are looking at this, and you zoom in, you say, hey, okay, let's go down. Let's see, okay, well, I live in, this particular area. Let's say you live in Odenton here, and you would say, hey, you notice, well, there's not a whole lot of miners in my area. I could order a couple of these miners and deploy them. The problem with that mentality is that nobody is equating just how many miners are being deployed every single day and how many miners have been ordered. And nobody can equate for where all these miners have been ordered from and where they're being deployed. And I think that is the problem with ordering these. And I think a lot of people are kind of thinking they're going to get into helium and make all this money in helium rewards. And it's certainly possible, but it's not probable at this point. Another big problem is just the amount of time it is taking to order these miners, which is just ridiculous now. I have multiple ones that I've deployed, and I have a couple that I'm on order for. I have one of a Bobcat that I'm on 4.5 months waiting for right now. In addition to ones that have already been deployed. So if and in making that decision, again, this is just my complete opinion. Um, when you're making that decision, I think that there are certain things you do need to consider when you order one, or if you've just got one, or maybe you have one that's going to be delivered within the next couple of weeks. Um, you do need to think seriously about how you're going to deploy one of these miners outside. Um, if you want to get the rewards. Now, it's also super fun to just get into the Helium deployments and um, just figuring out how to optimize these different setups. The first resource I think you should join if you're not currently joined is being a part of the Helium Discord. I'll post a link to the Helium Discord in the below the video. It is awesome. It is great, and I just want to quickly show you like this. In my opinion, this should be the first place you go. Whether you have a miner that you're trying to optimize or you're ordering a new one, a lot of people are not in this Discord that I've talked to that are in Helium, and their community is great. You can just go into the Discord and literally you can post in the general, you can post in the hotspot issues, and you will get a response fairly quickly and get engaged on kind of whatever you're really into. It's a very, very helpful and a very, active community. Um, so when you go into the Helium Discord, one of the one of my favorite channels here in the Discord, actually this is my favorite channel in the Discord, is this enclosures and off-grid channel. So you see they have a channel for antennas, they have, host matching, that's where if you have one, you're not sure where to deploy it. The enclosures one is just absolutely great because, if you do get one or you have a couple and you're trying to optimize them, if you're not trying to figure out how to deploy it outside, I think that you will at a certain point when you want to try to maximize your rewards. Unless you live in some, a special location or you live out like in, some huge hills or mountains that are like 5 miles from the city, uh, you want to deploy it outside, get outside, and this is just awesome. Literally every single topic we discuss in here and anything that you're trying to order or possibly engage, we literally discuss in here, and you can post your concern in here, and you will get a response, and you're going to be talking to, just a lot of serious engineers and people that have just been really immersed in the world of helium. Click on the pin for each one of these channels. You'll have a lot of really cool links and just cool equipment that you can order. So it'll save you a lot of time to just buying stuff and ordering whatnot. So I definitely would say, you should be spending some time in this Discord in general. So to be clear, I am not encouraging or discouraging moving forward with helium. Um, you know, this is a lot of the people involved with helium, as well as I, are it's a very passionate community. I just wanted to try to help make you aware of the realistic components of being involved with helium, what you may be making. I mean, in helium right now, this number is growing daily. So we're at 315,000, hotspots right now. I mean, it was when I first got into helium, it was below 20,000. I mean, this number is just growing so rapidly, and there are going to be a lot of hotspots deployed over the next 3 to 6 months on the helium network. So there's only a certain amount of tokens. I mean, it was 5 million tokens, and then we had the halving, so once it went down to, 2.5, and it's going to go down again. And once, so although the value of helium is going up a lot, just the amount of tokens that you're going to be earning um, are going to go down. So, the last thing I'll say about this Discord here is that, this should be the place that you go to, after whether you've got yours or you're in the process of ordering them and you're waiting for your miner to be delivered, you should be spending time in this Discord to learn about all the realistic components of deploying this miner and optimizing the miner. This antenna channel is also just awesome. You're going to want to, I mean, the first antenna that you have might not be the best one. And I mean, I spent a good amount of money on all the various antennas, and I was going to make I am going to make a video on just the various antennas to give you antenna on my opinion on which antenna worked best for the different scenarios that I've deployed these. But the antenna channel is great. It has some great resources. Because once you order the antenna, it's not just the antenna, it's not just the miner, it's the gear that you have with that miner. Like for example, if you start putting this outside, using power over Ethernet is just key. So in my opinion, I mean, there's all these different ways that you'll see here in this enclosure to deploy these miners. So definitely highly recommend, looking through this, ideally prior to ordering. But if you order them, right now, I mean, the wait is just, you're talking 3 to 4 months to get these miners delivered. So, I just wanted to just quickly show you just a couple sites here that are, this IoT off-grid. Um, they make some really amazing gear, and the owners of the company are actually frequently in the Discord answering questions, and so you can build your own outdoor hotspot kit, which it would be cheaper to if you get your own little, you can get all these parts basically get them from Amazon. But what I think is also really awesome is their antennas are just great. So you see, actually, all their antennas are sold out right now. Every one of them is sold out. Sometimes I have a couple of them, but sometimes they can set you up, put you on the waiting list to get them when they come out. They are just, they're really awesome. I'll kind of explain separately on where I've tested them, how I tested them, and the performance of this antenna versus some of the other antennas. There's another antenna too that's kind of like my favorite antenna, but I don't want to make this video about that. I kind of want to make this just about just making you, aware of the realistic components of ordering this miner, and that, I see like all these people talking about, oh, they're making all this money, they're making so many rewards. Yes, it is profitable. It can be profitable, but those profits are going down. But the volume, though, of helium is going up a lot. And I think it's going to continue to go up because it's such an incredible project. Um, so the last thing I'll show you is just, I'm not promoting this, so I'm not particularly promoting the Sensecaps, but troubleshooting these Sensecaps are just so much easier. I spent some time I deployed a Bobcat at my brother's place and another family member's place. I had a sense cap, and I've been using sense caps, and I will say that these are significantly easier to manage and troubleshoot. And you can actually get into these sense caps pretty easily remotely, reboot them. You can sync them remotely. I know it's possible with the Bobcat supposedly, but have not been able to do it with the Bobcats, but with the Sense Caps, it's easy, and I could even show you guys how it works, and it's pretty awesome. That means remotely, you don't have to go there. You can reboot it. You can do the fast sync, but there's also some other little features of the Sense Cap that are nice, but specifically troubleshooting. Like you can just push the button and go into troubleshooting mode. With the Bobcat, it is such a pain, especially if you're using if you have it at somebody else's place and you're having secondhand, like if you're talking to your friend, they had to get a paper clip and push the little pin inside the Bobcat. So these are just getting, I'm kind of over the Bobcats at this point, just as far as the deployment and the management. These sense caps are just much easier to manage, in my opinion. So I just kind of wanted to give you my opinion on it. That if you do continue to proceed in ordering these, the time it's going to take is getting longer too. If you're especially the Bobcats, they're taking a while. So it's almost like if you're ready to order one, it's getting one from eBay. It's like you're basically paying about twice the amount, but at least you can start earning rewards. Um, because again, kind of like what I was saying earlier, and I don't see enough people talking about this, that nobody can anticipate how many miners are going to be deployed and where they're going to be deployed. This map right now is going to look totally different in 3 months. So, I know like right now you can look at it and say, okay, well, over in West Virginia, oh, down in Hagerstown, okay, well, there's only a few hotspots here, and oh, I have a cousin that lives over here, and I have another cousin that lives over here. I'll buy some miners, deploy them over there. Yes, that's probably, it could be true, but so many have already been ordered, and so many people are waiting for their miners, and it's not like there's a huge public list to see where these miners have been ordered from and where they're going to be deployed. So that's kind of like the variable that you can't plan for, and I don't see them talking enough about the other videos about telling you, is it too late? Is it not too late? But it's fun as hell. I love it, and as long as you're kind of enjoying the process and you're not, it might take longer to ROI to get that money back, and you also need to prepare that you're going to have to, invest in the gear and probably have to, if you want to earn those rewards, you will probably have to get it outside. But I mean, there are workarounds to it. I mean, some people are, where they put it in the garage, or if they have putting it. I mean, I've seen the issues putting it in the attics. Now, because the weather's getting better, the attic can be okay. But in the summers, you can see actually, if you go to the Discord, this is where you can get a lot of that data, where people are very open, sharing their experiences. There have been quite a few people that had issues during the summer putting it in the attics. So that's my 2 cents. I mean, it's completely your choice, and and I'll talk separately later about the antennas. So good luck, and yeah, feel free if you have any questions or opinions, just post in the comments, and I'll do my best to try to respond.